Awesome. Awesome. It looks like I'm slightly delayed, but we got some patch notes. So, first of all, they're working away at Act 4. That sounds great. I would love to see Act 4 when it comes out for sure. We have, all the levels in the custom start. I do like to see that. That is actually incredibly, incredibly nice. Sure. Assemble sector orbs. Did you already own rebuild? Sorry, hold up. Reroll into another. Oh, so you get a free reroll of the sectors. Oh my god, that's so good. It's so much easier to get the assemble now. This is actually a massive change. Wow, that's so cool. Oh, okay, perfect. This was actually a bit of a bug. In particular, actually, this is incredible. This makes squares so much easier. This is so big for squares. Yeah, that is really nice. Because there were some attacks which would actually hit squares properly, but a lot of them were bugged. Cool, cool. As the tooltips, the change. Oh, okay, nice. I guess. Sure. Mm-hmm. Oh, I actually like this quite a bit. So I guess now you can try and do Cruci 20 all orbs all relics, which sounds a bit painful for some of them, but you certainly could do it. Okay, and now balance changes. This is where we get some big changes. So, um, first of all, to decrease on the multiplier, I actually guessed that they would do this. I didn't think that they would bring it down too low though, because it's a bit hard. Like the 1.3 felt like a pretty specific number. But yes, they decreased it slightly to 1.25, as well as it doesn't actually deal damage. Maybe also it's no, but it doesn't deal damage, which is interesting. Now it's no longer interacting whatsoever with Adventure Shrine, which is what I was doing a few runs back. But yeah, that's kind of cool. It also means that it just doesn't interact with negative downgrading at all. So even better with Amigo. A good slime now triggers when slime is okay. Sure. Refresh perspective now triggers. That's fine. Sure. Double-edged sword. Perfect. So you get 25% more damage reduction per level for double-edged sword. One of the big problems with double-edged sword, and now also damages. Ah, wait, what? And the damage is still the same? Oh wow. On Berlin, I think double-edged sword is going to be very solid now. Most of the time to pick up. Sorry. When I say very solid, I mean like there are a lot of pieces that you can find that makes picking it up a lot easier, rather than it being very solid all the time, which is what I did not pick to say. Yeah, no, but this is really interesting. Refilibuster is a really good passive. And this is kind of like a mini refilibuster that smacks you, except Paladin can kind of negate a lot of the downside of getting smacked. As well as like 75% DR for a 5 damage AoE, like 5 times the power of refilibuster, that is also refreshing the board. This orb overall just got a massive, massive improvement. That seems pretty playable now. But yeah, one of the things that I love about this change is it means that you no longer buy the double swarm and then immediately have to start upgrading it ASAP to try and scale up that damage reduction, because before you could just straight up die. If you didn't upgrade that double swarm, you could take like 40, 50 damage. Sometimes even more, to be honest, and it would just kill you. And now, instead you're taking like 10 damage, and you're dealing like a 60, 70 AoE. Wait, sorry, way more. Jesus. It's like 200 plus AoE. Wow. I'm looking forward to seeing how this all goes. Um, oh god, that should also be really interesting for Paladin Cruci. Paladin Cruci 20 yet again, it just keeps improving. It just feels so good. Anyway, Doctor changed to no longer remove itself from your deck if fight at level 1, but instead has 0-1 stats at level 1. Yet another orb where they changed it so that the level 1 upgrade is not immediately mandatory the second you add it to your deck. I love this. This is really nice. Yeah, it was just a bit of annoying misplay you could get sometimes, and it should still be less useful at level 1, which means that you're going to still want to upgrade it, especially if you want to get Persist. Sometimes you do want the Persistent Doctor, sometimes you're not going to need it. Necromancer, yet again, I'm not counting, but it's been a lot of times it's been buffed at this point, was buffed. So baseline, the damage is stronger, as well as the pickup grading is better. Now, Necromancer was remotely playable last time I used it, which was during the 4-orb comp. What was it? It was ignoring pegs, that's what it was. And it's particularly good in the what's the fight? No, that was concentration actually. But yeah, no, it was actually reasonably playable. So I think that you can pick it up. I think that sometimes it'll be good. And who knows, maybe that's enough, right? Like, I don't know. It definitely doesn't have to be the best job in the game, and hopefully it's pretty playable now, right? Crit sector, crit damage increased from 7 to 8. Crit sector. Oh, oh, what? That's a very big deal. Crit sector was really like the second best piece, and 7 to 8, like 10 damage. That's pretty cool. Slime sector, slime application, perfect slime sector buff. Okay, this is just a massive buffs to the Assemball I see. So the biggest Assemball change, without a doubt, is this one up here. The one that makes it so that you are effectively, I don't know what the odds are, but they're better. They're much better. To find new Assemball pieces, we get a buff to the crit sector. The slime sector is also getting a change, which is pretty amazing. Like this slime sector change 5 to 4 is a very big deal. It's actually just really nice. The upgrade sector going from 2 to 3? 3 is actually a pretty good number. And in particular, the main reason why the slime sector upgrade was actually pretty big is because I need to stop doing that. Is because it has pretty good synergy with the slime sector. Like you can get a lot of upgrading done on that one peg, and then you're slapping with an AoE. Potentially, you've already hit a crit at that point, which means you're getting plus 10 damage per peg here because the new crit sector changed. It's pretty cool. Each coin collected instead of each coin peg hit. What does that change? Oh, it's if there's multiple coins on a peg, right? Okay. Cool. Good change. I haven't used the loose circle in a while. I wouldn't be surprised if it's been pretty solid the entire time, because I just kind of have basically never really used it since the nerf, which is kind of crazy. But it was really good before the nerf, and I suspect it's still decent now. Believiation. This was big. I actually did take a little bit of a sneak peek earlier, and yeah, this one is really big. So the upgrades, they matter a lot less. I'm not sure how much we care about the upgrades anymore, but if you have one source of multiple, I think that the upgrade looks really good. Taking 12 down to an 8 is a very, very big deal. I like that. Invisible has slightly more health. That is actually kind of annoying. There are some comps that will struggle with that, but Invisible, I do think that this was just a very good idea for a buff. I think that this is very worthy of a buff, and the health increase sounds good. This one is terrifying. Slenderland, like, you saw my last run, right? Slenderland knocked me down 40, 50 health or something in Cruisy 20 when I only had like 90 max health at that point or something. This is quite spooky. Yeah, I will have to see how this feels. But I do think that overall, just boosting up the viability of the Area 3 elites a bit more is probably a good idea. A few of them are very much run ending, depending on what you've got. But generally, you can kind of just walk in unscathed if you've already got your full comp set up, because you know that you can walk into the final boss fight with relative ease. So you kind of just fine to walk into the elites and try and boost up your power level a little bit more, just to make it so that you have to high roll slightly less in the boss fight. Eldritch Ultra Event max HP cost reduced to 17. So that's nice. I don't really get the event that much. But when I do get it, it's now much easier to collect, which is cool. A lot of bug fixes, so as per normal, I'll read through them and then I'll go over the ones that I think matter the most. You know what, I was actually not expecting to see anything too crazy here, but we've got quite a few fun things. Just some like fun bugs fixes like this is pretty nice. Yeah, more bug fixes, more bug fixes. This is pretty big. Orbs will no longer get stuck in the top corners when using Viridian Trinket. I was actually having this a bit with Viridian Trinket, and it is something I do consider when I pick up the passive. So now that that's gone, that's nice. Offering had a bug, it seems. This is massive. Fast reaction now also triggers for enemies that start on the battlefield. So if you start on the field, and there are, let's say, 5 enemies, you have 50 Illusion to start off with. Now this, like, sure, it's not the craziest. It's like a mini Peglin passive. But it's actually, like, the passive is so much better now. It was just, I found it really untakeable before. And, yeah, this is pretty decent. Look at this one. Multiple and mirrored eggs no longer remove other eggs from your satchel. That is awesome. You'll love to see that, because mirrored eggs, although, here's the problem I have. How do you know which one's the mirrored egg? Because I tested this out, right? And I knew for sure that even if you shoot the mirrored egg, it actually does remove the egg from your satchel. So the fact that this has changed is nice, but still, I don't actually know how you can tell which one is the mirrored one, but that's nice to see. Nothing too crazy from what I remember, but there was this fun one, added sound effects when Tom Slash is triggered. That's going to be nice. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's jump straight into a game. So usually for the runs after the patch, I love to do a little bit of Peglin afterwards. But with all that Assemball buffs, like, I've just got to do it. We didn't get a total starter, which would be, like, perfect for Assemball stuff. But I will certainly take a Molten Gold. That lets me just buy whatever Assemball pieces I see. Yeah, I'm really hoping we can just easily claim a full Assemball. That would be perfect. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. Yeah, the art stream there. That's nice. I like it. They're very cute now. Uh-huh. Keep the cash going because I'm gonna need a lot of it this run. Depending on how many assembles I want to be buying here. It's just so much easier to finish off assembles now though. Like it's effectively it's like effectively twice as easy. I think I can just say that. It's like not twice as easy, but it is. You get a second opportunity. The second opportunity can still. Come on. Okay, I am going to be doing assemble stuff, but if you're playing Spin Inventor, you're not going to turn down a level 2 Ball Lightning as the second event in the game. Like, that's just not going to happen. Okay, what is this seed, by the way? That's the seed, apparently. Yeah, so we just already have a level 3 Ball Lightning and a free remove. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Pretty good, if you ask me. Then we get to follow that through with a Refilibuster. Oh, perfect. Nice. Definitely better than Refilibuster there, right? No, but Ball Lightning was actually tactical because you see, it'll allow me to collect all of the cash on the map consistently, and that way I get to buy more assemble pieces. Perfect, right? Like exactly what we were looking for. They're such a funny cyan color, aren't they? That's cool. Level 3 Ball Lightning is actually just so good, especially on Fermentor of all classes. Just being able to gain the Fermentor originality benefits it's good. It's quite good. Let's claim the kill. I was planning to do something funky, but I realized that we've also got the blue slimes behind, who we need to make sure that we're actually dealing with in a timely manner. Because you can lose health on this map. It's not hard to do so. Yeah, Ball Lightning's pretty good. Only pretty good, though. Oh, Necromancer buff. That is an 817 plus 9 damage upgrading with a Ball Lightning in my deck. Now, if this was Crucible 2 active, I would actually take the Necromancer here. Level 3 Ball Lightning, so we're spam procking pegs, only one refresh on the map, and then we have a little bit of Necromancer, also granting me some extra value. Like, that sounds quite good, but alas, we have 2 refreshes on the board, so I'll pass. If we could get plus 50 max HP, that's all max HP. You know, that'd be cool. Not expecting anything though. We get really, really good first and second shots though. Hopefully, the next shot is just as good as what I was hoping to say. But no, you know what? It's actually pretty solid, especially if it hits that refresh. Oh lordy, that is just lovely. And now let's do that. We missed the crit, unfortunately. Damn. Well, we only took 1 hit from Minotaur, so that's nice. Yeah, we definitely only took 1 hit from Minotaur. I don't care what the next shot is. If I've got a roll like this, it's just getting the kill. That's it. Simple as that. Still no pieces. But I'll find one eventually. That is some extra cash, so I'll be taking that. I do not feel the need to do a debuffing Spinventor build. I've done that recently. Quite recently. That is an early grinding Monstera. Wow. It's one of the best passives to get early on. For sure. Whoa. Our deck is getting very thin. And we already have an exceptional orb in our deck. Hopefully we can get an exceptional orb which is AoE, sliming, upgrading, has good normal damage and good crit damage. That'd be nice. You know, I'm not thinking about any orb in particular though. I'm just, you know, like, all of these things sound pretty nice, right? Like, yeah. Not thinking about any orb in particular. Hopefully this next shot can do something fun. That'd be cool. I'd say that was pretty fun. Lovely. Oh, wow, those pegs being slimed is actually pretty annoying. I kind of want to access what's underneath that, if you don't mind. Kind of very rude. Luckily, we have... Oh, wow, I've lost a lot of health. I just noticed. Alright. Assemble. No, damn. Unfortunate, but that's what next fight is for. Oh, no, upgrades I want to do. I forgot, it's really level 3. Oh, pendant. Yep. This is the reason why I picked up all of these greed passives, of course, because I knew I'd be getting a Peglin pendant. Yep, exactly. Alright, it's good synergy, for sure. Okay, just your casual, who knows how many bomb damage, wipes out 2 enemies, 300 damage, like... Sure, I'll take it. I certainly will take it. Bam, and then, okay, yeah, wow. I did not expect that fight to be over that fast. Usually you're going to bleed some health when you enter that fight. Okay, if you keep offering me Necromancer and none of the Assemball pieces, I actually will just be taking the Necromancer soon. So I really hope you give me some of the Assemball pieces because I think that it's a cool orb now. And I think that with this comp it's probably pretty damn cool. But I don't want to do that. It's nothing against Necromancer in particular. It's such a cool orb, but there are only so many times you can try and get Necromancer to work before you've got to try and give in. Bonk. Now, should I have done my targeting a little bit better so that the lightning orb was aiming at the back one, so that I haven't just got this guy firing at me for this turn? Yeah. But it's fine because we get so much damage here. Actually, just so much damage. But still nothing. Still absolutely nothing. But at least we get a Prime Slime, yes. Prime Slime is quite good. No inflation. Hopefully Eye of Turtle is at least useful for something and actually grants us a good passive, right? Because for now, it's been effectively useless. We have not bought any of the extra orbs that this offered us. Okay, well let's just do like a pretty solid first shot. It's only half of his health, right? Mediocre? Yeah, for sure. Wait, our Pebble now has spin inventory tonight? Oh my god. That's crazy. Also, you're just... yeah, okay. Okay. He is simply already dead. That was quick and easy. Still no Assemball pieces. Holy cow. Look, is it even a question? Like, come on. You know me, there's only one option there. Now, what were the other options and what should I have taken instead? Probably most of the other options. But I don't know, man. We actually, you know what? We actually are getting more damage by doing this because of our Peglin pending procs. So clearly it was the right choice, clearly. Bonk, and then take you out, if you'll be so kind. Yeah, we have Egg and Grinding Monstera, so hopefully we can get a little bit of cake just for Giga Max health. That'll be fun. Alrighty, let's claim a kill here. Sure, you're technically getting like +1 smack, but technically also not if I got the kill there. Unfortunate. Oh, that's annoying. Actually, just pretty annoying. If only I had been offered a refilibuster at this point in the run. If only. Unfortunately, I've never seen refilibusters before in my life. I couldn't even tell you what it looks like. Okay, pal. Oh, no, okay. You're very likely to find in stores because there are 5 orb options. So once we visit both stores, then I'll decide whether or not it's folly to keep trying to shoot after something that I'm definitely not going to find. Or whether or not to keep trying to find more pieces, which I'll definitely find, right? Because I'll definitely find more Assemball pieces once I find the first one. Technically, the chance to find the Assemball pieces hasn't improved, but finding the correct one, that one certainly has. Claim a little bit of healing because heavens knows I need it. Well, I don't really actually. My health is pretty fine at the moment. Not crazy, but not bad. Actually, honestly, I was always going to do it, but like double store area 2 is actually really good here. Quite lovely. If you'll be so kind as to do slightly more damage. Yeah. Oh wait, only one enemy's hitting me. Well, that's just lovely. Only one bomb? Ah, yeah. I was hoping for one more bomb. Oh well. I got a bit too excited. I was just like, activate orb? That's what I've been looking for this entire time. And I remembered. You know what though? Okay, no. After we finish the stores, I'll then decide, okay? And not before. But activate orb is very fun, especially with any kind of AoE source. It also has on discard effect, right? Like, that's neat. You know what isn't neat? This fight. This fight is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Oh lord. 94 health we entered on, by the way. Just keep that in mind. One dead. You should be able to hit a crit, right? No way did you. Thank you. I guess that counts as a crit. How much health did I say? 94. We're already down to what? Oh my lord. Jesus, so close yet so far, man. Let's try and bounce back a bit. I did not successfully bounce back a bit. Do I proc too much? Oh, I didn't proc too much. 94 health, by the way. 94 health. 94 health. What is this fight? Like, seriously? Oh, sorry, have you, only been offered refilibuster for your AoE source? Like, yeah, good, have fun shooting out. Okay. Oh, man. We have some healing, but it's not enough. Well, that was, exceptionally rude, wasn't it? I just popped my damage reduction. If only... Because that would have certainly been helpful. How close was that at the end there? Like, what was that? 94 health. 94 health. I also had to pop the egg. Jesus, man. Please just... Oh, it's still just nothing. Well... Did we get something? Not really. I don't even want the Cobinol. Okay. Assemble pieces, here I come. Because I... Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. just 94 health, like what? That's so crazy, man, so crazy. Let's try and hit a crit here. Shoot over here. Sounds good. Oh, we can slime the middle things, that's really good. We also have a whole bunch of healing that we should have access to in the form of healing slimes if we can land it on a thing. It does not look like I managed that though. But at least we get to... I was really hoping for a actual good orb there. At least we hopefully get to close out the fight pretty fast. They only get 2 hits off of me, like, that's not too much. Oh, that's annoying. I thought it was only 2 hits, but it's 3 hits. I have to press the heal button yet again. To be fair though, I kind of have the cash lying around, kinda. Still, oh my lord. Still just nothing. Well, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Collecting slightly more cash. Can you get the kill? 200 damage? I think you could, but not with that. Not with that. 200 is much more likely for you, that's for sure. Perfect. If only I'd gotten 9 more damage on that first hit, though. Okay. I mean, I guess the good news is that that percentage heal is actually just pretty solid. We've got a lot of max HP to work on. Oh my lordy. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. That's it. And then we'll see if this store has it. And if not, the Instigator would have been an amazing pickup. If it does have it, hopefully it doesn't have the AoE part because, okay, our first piece. Well, we're getting there, I guess. Still, I completely missed out on what I was really looking for, which was Cookie or Refresher Course. Both of them would have been insane. I did get quite a few good things along the way, but still just very rough. We have the Instigator, which at least makes it playable for... Okay, Instigator Ambidextrony, once it's level 3. Very nice. Which makes 200-600 way more playable. It's not 200-600. And I am hitting a crit. Let's not shoot the targeting orb. This is good though, because I forgot that I actually have targeting. And yeah, I can kind of just cycle through them. So let's do exactly that. I messed up, I guess. It's fine. It's still a solid 200, 300 damage, really. You're not going to complain. I'm complaining about that. Why'd you have to hit a crit, man? And then this time it's not going to hit a crit. Yeah, that bad checks out. I immediately swap back because I don't feel like taking a bonk. Actually, bonk is kind of hard. That's something I underestimated recently. Can't remember when, but he actually bonks kind of hard. I guess my startup is an AV. Yippee, well, we used that fight to heal. And healing, we certainly did. Yep, all just going perfect. Oh. Complex Claw? That's it? Yeah, but that's really good. Better than anything else, right, as well. Like, the other options there, they're not pretty. Cool, just free cash. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. Yes. This is why I added the How do you crit? Oh. I just remembered. Let's just discard, actually. I... Okay, Instigator. Just nowhere to be seen. I see how it is. Don't worry, Instigator, I'll be shooting you the next shot. Yeah, I forgot about the tiny part where, my thingy is basically useless now. That sure is fun. But the good news is the rest of my orbs should just be good enough that I don't need to be shooting the... Oh, nice. Now, it's definitely not as necessary as it was before because the Instigator is really quite good now. Like, ambidextrous Instigator is something you definitely want to be getting in, like, your normal runs. That is just, like, a really, really good tempo tool. Just because, like, any AoE is good. Any AoE is good AoE, really. Lovely cash read there. Absolutely lovely. Cool, cool. That is a lot. You'll love to see it. Let's let them move up and then just obliterate them all. I'm pretty fine to shoot the lightning orb as an AoE, because it kind of pops a lot of pegs and it's doing a lot of the cash collection that I would otherwise want from delaying the fight. Still nothing. Wait, I don't know why. But every single time I saw crossbow, I thought it was demon wool. How are we against demon wool? 30, 30, 30? 25? Yeah. I'm kind of scared, so I'll press that button once. Well, I can't press it again, right? So. Yeah, I would definitely only be pressing that button once. I think we are just pretty fine, though. I feel like we should just be able to burn through him. But I was kind of worried, and let's be honest, if you look at my cash, it's kind of in a pretty fine spot right here. I can decide to just burn some cash if I wished. And that's what I did, because this fight is just extremely fine. I'm not surprised. We kind of have some very, very solid tools here, and certainly they're not the best. Could be better, but they're pretty good. We're gonna consistently deal some decent enough damage. I thought I had round gun. Did not have round gun. Shot the AoE Instigator. The classic. Let's just keep shooting bull landings, honestly. They're fun. Just exceptionally fun, and perhaps that's due to the fact that they're printing me a ton of cash too. Yeah, that seems pretty likely, doesn't it? I think we understand exactly how much I love cash. Cool, a potion ball. I should probably be picking that up. I probably should be. But no. Absolutely not. Yeah. Viridian Trinket. Well, I did a Viridian Trinket run quite recently. Multiple of them, in fact. But not with this Viridian Trinket. So it can't get stuck in the top corners. Should be fun. Exactly what the solution for that is, I'm not sure, but hopefully it does some stuff. The fact that all of our shots are AoEs as well is pretty damn fine. Do I have some kind of refilibuster or something, or am I just kind of trolling? I'm just kind of trolling. Good to know. Well, this is an AoE, so yeah. Let's just use it to smite them, even though I probably shouldn't have bothered. It's not like it was a wasted shot, really, so. Up you hop, and then perfect. Kind of exactly what I was looking for. You are a pretty bad shot, that's for sure. Oh, yuck, it immediately left. I'm just not achieving it, am I? I need to get better at Viridian Trinket, that's the thing. That's part of the reason why I picked it up. Because apparently I clearly just suck. Like, I just can't pull off the... Yes. I just can't pull off the Viridian Trinket shots. So Concentrication is really interesting. However, I think this is the perfect opportunity for a Necromancer in this boss fight. So I kind of want to pick it up, try it out, because Concentrication was really good. And if I recall correctly, Necromancer was also pretty solid. Now, I'm not fully certain on that, but I'm pretty sure it was. And there's only one way to find out for sure, right? This should be over nice and fast. Enhanced Step will do that for you. Oh, especially when combined with a Lightning Orb for mass blocking. This map is just extremely cool with Viridian Trinket. I love how there are just so many Area 3 maps which actually just work so well with Viridian Trinket. Like, it's so nice that it feels like they actually, like, thought about Viridian Trinket for the map designs, despite the map designs massively predating Viridian Trinkets. Am I even calling it correct? Yes, good. Release into the game. Now, it's honestly reasonably likely that they had Viridian Trinket just floating around for a while. but never got around to actually. Oh my god, I found something. Perfect. I'm loving this odds changes because you can bet so much on the fact that one of these sectorbs was re-rolled into what they were. Like the chance that I found two non pairs is I feel like pretty low. What was I saying? Something about Meridian Trinket. What was it? I don't recall. It doesn't really matter. Of course, it's really good. That was a bad shot, but not punished. Bubbles, very good. And I can force it like this. Bubbles, very good. It's very good. Oh, was Necromancer? Was the Necromancer being good? Yeah, I kind of want to see Necromancer being good. Oh no, it's Viridian Trinket and how it feels like they actually like planned around their maps. But yeah, they could have definitely had. I'll skip it. I don't know. I really want to pick that up there, but I've done a lot of rubble runs recently, and I know for a fact that I'm going to be doing a lot more rubble runs. So let's just stick with that. Um, am I going to be pressing? I might be pressing the heal button. My healing is kind of bad at this point, and it's not the flashiest number increases at all, but we'll just take it. Yeah, no, I just love the Viridian Trinket. It slots in so well. And yeah, they definitely could have had some version of Viridian Trinket in their dev build for a while. Let's go left. Thank you. Got a bit worried there when it didn't actually immediately head left. That was a bad shot, but I wasn't punished for it. Cool. Do a shot like that, which has way more momentum than I should probably be shooting. Yeah, sounds good. Like, this is why I want to do a bounce shot instead, because here's the thing. These shots are very easy to aim. Like, I can very easily aim that at the bouncer, and then it's going to get there. But it's got so much momentum going to get down that it's, like, basically going to end. I do have one on stake, though, which is why I did that, because it's just super worth it. So I want to pull off a shot like this, but the margins are much narrower for actually, like, successfully hitting, and apparently I messed that up as well. Wow, that was... Oh yeah, I forgot. We have the thing. And the thing kind of just absolutely shreds through Ghost. 10 extra refreshes is just not fair. It's actually just not fair for Ghost. He's just sitting there just like, go away. Refresh it for some slightly extra scaling sounds pretty good, but since we're fighting this boss, there's kind of only one room pick, is what I would have said if there wasn't also actually a very solid pincer maneuver to take. But I'm kind of happy with my AoE. Okay, all of my good orbs are. All of my good orbs are doing the thing, so let's just take the thing, which would be good in most scenarios against this boss. Pincer would also usually be good, but not with what we've got. That is nothing. Unfortunately, no more assemble pieces. I just can't assemble it. We do have the shock absorber though, which would usually be quite a solid buy. None of that stuff is particularly crazy, although I must admit I'm happy to see at least one of Decoy Orb or... Oh no increased health because of the Cruci level, I see. One of Decoy Orb or Round Guard. As long as I got one of them, I was very happy, and I got one of them. So, I've already got my 500 damage, so he's dead. Can I get 2500 damage as well? Oh, I see the change. It keeps bouncing back up. That's nice. So I think maybe overall they might have changed it so that it's slightly more bouncy. Oh, you were just so screwed, aren't you? 4k damage? Woohoo! Don't mind if I do. I mean, I guess that wasn't bad. Maybe it's actually kind of good. Who knows? I'll have to use it more often. This is obviously not the best run for testing that kind of thing out, just because our refreshing capabilities are so good, and like it's not exactly the most challenging run ever. But you know, it seemed to do pretty well, didn't it? That's got to count for something. I'm making the best progress so far. Shoot an AoE Necromancer. That sounds amazing, doesn't it? Look at all this value I'm just about to get. I think that was actually pretty good. No, wow, that was actually... Huh. Okay. It's also got some upgrading going on. Like, don't mind if I do. Oh, is this really... Surely not right. Can you imagine? Oh, please do it. This is not discard, yes. Okay. I will actually... Please. What do you want? I'll do a random Cruci 20 run right after this if you give it here. And I'll just keep doing it. I'll keep doing it until I get the win. How about that? Please just give me the Assemball. I also really don't feel like doing more random Cruci 20 from... Okay. It didn't want me to do more random Cruci 20 runs. That's how it looks. Okay. Sure. I was just planning on doing more tournament runs, so yeah. Sounds good. I would have absolutely loved to assemble it here. Seems like I wasn't that lucky, which is that really a surprise? I'm actually trying to aim. Yeah, okay, good. I mean, this has been well verified. I'm not that good with aiming it with Viridian Trinket yet. So here's the thing. Necromancer is actually really good when all of these squares are intact, right? Like you shoot this, and he has 5,000 health. How much damage is it going to be dealing? That was Necromancer. That was a really bad shot on Necromancer. That was a really bad shot on Necromancer. So what happens if we get like a good shot on Necromancer? That's what I want to know. And let's get a good shot on Nec. Hold on, 1 second. Let's just get a good shot on Necromancer. Okay, there we go, there we go. Alright, perfect. We'll start off with one of these, which probably is not the best, but okay, that was a bad shot on Necromancer. Except, okay, I feel like Necromancer should easily be able to get a one shot here. Am I crazy? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'll stop rambling on about how the run goes. Okay, cool. Surely this time for sure, right? Yeah. All of the extra greed was really nice. I do think that potentially, okay, maybe it was just a bad pick, wasn't it? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have picked up the I've Turbo over the other options. I just really wanted to assemble this run, and it kind of worked out. Yeah, look at that. It's like 9k damage? Probably not that much from bombs. Probably only 8,500. 8,500 damage shot one Necromancer. Viridian Trinket Necromancer against that guy is something to consider. Now, that is a lot of scenarios, for sure. But it actually is not too bad. Oh, okay. And you also need to get it on the first shot. So, maybe also having that ambidextrous sounds good. But when you do, it's about as good as rubble. So, like, yeah, it's pretty good, right? I'm sorry, Necromancer. I do actually think it's pretty neat overall. Definitely much neater than it was before. That's for sure. But it still just lacks. It has a lower cap than you would expect. Cool. So it actually explains sappers there. Well, they do three. I definitely knew that. I had over. That's perhaps why I was getting confused. Oh yeah, very close to getting the assemble done though. We're missing the slime sector, which I do think that if I didn't have Radiant Trinket, instead I had, let's say, a formal multi-ball, which is very common. Having the +3 upgrading, sliming every 4, that's actually pretty cool. Like that would have been very, very solid. And yeah, I think Instigator pickup was definitely great. It was very handy at some points in the run, and especially like turning lightning or ball lightning into a AoE on Spearmanter with Spearmanter originality can wipe a whole lot of levels. Oh, 94, by the way, right? Like 94. It's just so ridiculous. Um, yeah, okay, cool, cool, cool. We had tons of refreshes this game, which I'm not going to complain. We managed to get Reforce Stone, so it was just infinite group. We did not manage to get the cookie. Kind of thought we'd get cookie, and usually Necromancer does kind of prefer to have less refreshes. It's kind of can get you more damage, can get you more value when you have less refreshes, but it still managed to do like decently well. I definitely want to run Necromancer in the future. I think it's a whole lot more interesting now. I think the Cactus nerf was also very, very good. I was offered a Cactus as my first passive, right? But I decided to take a Leaf. Yeah, pretty happy with that choice as well. But yeah, this was just a fun classic greed run.